everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about the future of vlogging and how I use the Insta360 X5 to capture some unique angles, footage, and POV moments for my vlog channel. I've talked often about how I use action cameras to get B-roll clips for my videos. I think there's just something so simple and easy and convenient about using a little tripod stand, throwing an action camera in there, hitting record, setting, and forgetting about it, especially when you're out in public. The worst part for me in filming myself is if I'm bringing my big camera, this big tripod, and trying to set up a B-roll scene, my anxiety and stress level skyrocket. But I've learned that if I just use a little action camera, no one's looking at you, no one's really paying attention. So usually in my vlogs, if you see a wide angle shot and I'm out in public, 9 out of 10 times that's gonna be with an action camera. And so with the X5, we're taking that up a notch by being able to just capture the whole scene, setting it, forgetting it, and then we can recompose in post. I've been using Insta360 X series cameras for a while now. I started with the X3, X4, and here we are now with the X5. But I realized with the previous versions, I didn't use it as often as I did when I first got it. And I think there are 3 main reasons why. But before we get into that, I do want to just jump in and show you guys some clips that I've been taking with the X5 in the last, I want to say 4 or 5 vlogs now. I've been using this guy religiously in my videos, and I want to show you guys the kind of footage you can expect to get from it. And then I also want to show a little bit of behind the scenes of how I'm capturing that footage. I just filmed a homeowner diary series, and I had this idea of setting up each day as sort of an intro shot. And so I wanted to establish this like getting up from bed each day kind of shot. And so I just set my Insta360 up and hit record. With that said, let's roll the first part of this section of the video.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number 1 fan, your side, your applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words got deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper. You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar. All of these women, they not on your level. You like a mix of business and pleasure. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing.
Okay, so in this clip, I am using this huge extended selfie stick from Insta360, and I have my X5 up here pointed down a little bit. And as long as I'm somewhat centered, I could reframe this in post in their Studio app. And then I also have the voice feature on, so if you're far away, I can basically just say, start recording. And it'll go from that blue light to the red light, and I know that I'm recording. Alright, so this is what I call my GTA shot, Grand Theft Auto. You just hook it to the back of something and let it follow you. And the cool thing about this is in post, you're able to deep track yourself. And so before, trying to get this clip in post would be so annoying because you would have to work with all these different keyframes to make sure you're in the shot. But with their app, their updates, they're constantly updating it. Now they have something called deep track. Basically just select yourself and it will track you and reframe you wherever you are. So yeah, I thought that was just so cool that I could get that, like, I called it a GTA Grand Theft Auto POV shot because as you guys saw, I hooked up my mount on the back of my hamper, just rolled it along, and I thought that was a really unique shot. So in the next clip, it's gonna be the same video, but now it's Tuesday and we're getting up for another day of homeowner things.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open.
Are you serious? It's raining.
Stop recording.
Daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new.
So yeah, in that clip, I did the whole establishing shot of me just in bed, waking up Tuesday, get the day going. And then for the yard work section, I just set up my tripod outside right in the middle and just hit record. And that's pretty much all I did. And finally, we're going to be in Wednesday for this video, and we're going to do that same establishing shot of getting up in bed and then going straight into something we need to take care of for the day.
Hey. Okay. Hey. I got my brothers and my fam standing next to me. I go to war for what I love until the death of me. You quitting in the first is not a threat to me. Because what break me is what makes me, it's my destiny. I know we heard it all before, but let me give it to you straight. When you're back against the wall, you just step up to the plate. Who to call, who gon' fall, don't be asking who to blame. Go insane, hey, since I...
Charging. Checking cleanliness. Please start self-cleaning.
Okay, so here's how I was able to get the shots with the vacuum. I mounted it on that same mount from Smallrig and just put it on the handle. I did put a napkin here just so I wouldn't wreck the handle, but you can pretty much position this to any which way. And the good thing about the Insta360 is, you know, you don't really have to figure out where the framing is going to be because you could do it in post. And you can either do it, you know, front view, or you can do back view, side view. So it really gives you a lot of flexibility, and you don't have to do a lot of thinking when you're starting, and you can just figure out in post, which saves you a lot of time, especially for setting up a shot. I mean, wasn't that just a super unique POV of just doing something as simple as mopping? I don't know, I just feel like it added so much more variety to my video and just a little bit of excitement. I mean, mopping is so just a mundane thing to do, but I somehow, in my opinion, made it a little bit more exciting. And then also you're getting like a cool, unique POV from above that you normally couldn't get with your normal camera. That's why this X5 is such a versatile second camera to have, which now leads me into the 3 reasons of why I'm picking up the X5 more than I did the X3 and X4. So reason number 1 is you're getting better image quality with the X5 over the X4 and especially the X3 because of the larger sensor. Now the difference between sensor size isn't huge, but it's enough to be noticeable. I feel like the image is a little bit more crisp, and it also handles the exposure a little better. Just it looks cleaner. And the thing to note about 360 cameras is they market it as an 8K camera, but your final output when we see it in our videos is not 8K. 8K is the entire 360 file, the front camera as well as the back camera. It's a 360 sphere basically. And so when you recompose and reframe in post, you're just taking a portion of that 8K footage. Depending on what you're clipping, it ends up to be about 2.5 all the way up to 4K-ish in video quality, if that makes sense. So essentially you're taking 8K 360 footage and you're flattening it to a 2.5 to 4K footage because you're only taking a portion of that video file. I hope I'm explaining that correctly. Reason number 2 is because they improved the low light quality of the X5 by adding pure video mode, which they took from the Ace Pro 2. So essentially what pure video mode is just AI magic to get a cleaner image in low light situations. I know they added 2 new pro imaging chips to the X5, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. So essentially pure video mode is just low light monster beast mode. And so now that I could film indoors in pure video and not be worried that the quality is going to be too grainy, I've been picking up the X5 so much more, especially since I film indoors often in my home for my vlogs. I literally now just have my extended selfie stick with my X5 always on here, and so I just grab it, and you know, sometimes I'll use it, sometimes I won't, but at least I have it, and it took me seconds to set up. I actually took the X4 with me to Japan, and I freaking left it in my bag in areas I knew I wanted to film with it. It was the reason I brought it, and my dummy left it in the hotel, and that's because I wasn't used to taking it with me, which goes into reason number 3 of why I feel like I didn't grab the camera as often as I could. And that's because I was always scared to like scratch the lens, break the lens, or drop the thing. But now Insta360 has gave us the option of replaceable lenses. We now have an out-home kit for replaceable lenses. Prior to this, you would have to send your camera back to Insta360, which meant downtime. 2, it was an added extra cost. And then 3, just the inconvenience of having to ship it out. So now that we have this guy, we can just do this at the comfort of our home, or if you're traveling, you could bring this guy with you and not be scared to scratch or bang up your lenses. So that's reason number 3 why I'm like literally picking up this X5 and taking it with me wherever I go. Okay, so now let's jump back into another clip. This one is we're in my kitchen, we're decluttering, we're organizing, and I had this idea. I hadn't seen this in other videos before, but I had this idea to use that deep tracking feature to sort of create a gimbal-like scenario. So I plopped this guy on my kitchen island, just like so, hit record, and moved about my kitchen as if I had a camera following me. So let's play that clip here. Good afternoon, it's the next day. We are on to the last sort of section of the house that we want to declutter for this video. Before we get started, let's grab some juice that Donnie made last night. He made another batch of beet juice. As you're new here, I am doing a 75 soft challenge. One of the rules in the food sort of part of that challenge is I'm trying to get a lot more veggies in. And so we're doing that by way of juicing. Delish. But let me show you guys this real quick. So much random stuff. I do like variety, but I don't need this many of this set of bowls, which is from World Market. I probably only need about 4. Honestly, I don't even know what's up here, guys. Let's see. Okay. Oh wow, that one's empty. Good job. I mean, dare I say, that was a little bit of a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 moment, right? It just followed me around. Also in that clip, I did use a mic. I used the Hollyland mic, and for this one, I did have to hook up the receiver via USB-C to the Insta360 X5, but Insta360 has a Mic Air, I believe it's called, but I couldn't get my hands on it. I think it's still sold out. Really excited to test that out. Okay, so now in this hiking clip you're about to see, I took the X5 with me, and I've never done this hike, and when I do something new, 360 cameras are a lifesaver. So for me, when I'm doing something active and new, I want to be in the moment. I want to take it all in. And so with a 360 camera, you just shoot it up there, hit record, and figure out and deal with the angles later in post. Another reason why 360 cameras are great, especially in new territory, is if you have a friend with you and they're not content creators and they don't really know what they're doing with cameras, you could just have them hold it, just as long as it's pointing to the direction you want or in that sort of vicinity, you're going to be good. You're going to be able to recompose in post, making it so much more versatile and kind of foolproof, right? So I grabbed my camera, hit record, and I was like, just point it like this. As long as this is pointing towards me, we're good. And I was able to get that clip. And then I have my Insta360 mounted right here. The thing about this Insta360 is I got it off Amazon, but it comes with this mount, and all you do is twist off like that. It's super cool. And then you just pop back on like so. And it's secure. That's our climb right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's where we're headed. Ah, such a beautiful day.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes.
Gatorade break.
Like, don't walk.
You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright.
Here you go.
I'll be
Big little view.
right here.
Wow.
I swear that
That's
I'll
gorgeous.
stay here with you.
That's freaking epic, guys. Holy crap. Let's go to the edge. What do you guys think? I'm scared of heights, but okay, we're good. If we were to fall, we'd go into that crevice right there. This isn't even the hike yet. We still gotta go up that mountain over there. You can come here, it's not too. If you fall, you're right there.
With your gloves.
No, you could, if you fall, you're still okay.
It doesn't look like it in the video.
Yeah.
Staying at home, turn off the phone, I will listen to you.
Just go, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on to me like
Lame. Just kidding.
But you're not going to be in the video, right?
This one is.
Did you see
Okay,
me?
yeah, run time, run time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
She said I don't. Like,
What kind of woo is that, bro?
Look up above. The sunlight seems like
Maybe up
it's
there. We'll do it again.
breaking.
Shut up.
Something ain't right.
Okay, now I see why gloves help.
Yeah. Something ain't
I can go this way? Oh, no. Yeah.
well, like you're going to stay on the trail, right? There's ants on this wall. This kid.
straighten my shirt. Wearing the skirt that my mother gave to you.
Now he's touching my bag.
Good
You
job.
know what that means? It's all over it.
And
I think
kiss on the side of
it's not. It's so
your
normal. But it is.
turn off the lights. The stars and
See what I'm saying though?
No, it's just fucking scary.
Yeah.
So you grab this.
Yes. And you lift. Lift, use the rocks. Lift.
I just used my whole entire upper arm.
Yeah, I did too.
I just propelled
Click,
myself up.
yeah, click on, like hit hook on something and lift your propel yourself
Like,
up.
put your leg on the rock on the
Yep,
side.
yep.
Like that. You're just
You're gonna
have to
scratch.
pull.
You're gonna scratch. Yep.
You're just gonna have to pull yourself up. Period. And kinda use the wall. Like that.
Yeah,
That's
there
how
you
you
go.
do it.
You got it, Mikey. There you go. There you go. Lift.
Oh, I shouldn't have worked out yesterday. Fuck.
Oh, you're sore?
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot guarantee how to get this shit to you.
Are you gonna need my hand?
Hold on.
Okay.
You got it, girl. You upper body. Come on. You got it. You got it.
I'm like, oh, upper body. Hold on.
Come on, tetherball champion. Let's go. Well, actually, you and Melinda, I feel like are tetherball
Good job,
champions.
everyone.
Got it.
Are you f***ing serious?
It's starting.
What the hell? Oh my god. That's f***ing
the
crazy.
sky are turning so clear.
Wow.
And without the words,
Oh, this is a better view.
feelings unheard can
Whoa.
still be just as sincere.
Look.
Something's not right. Something ain't right. Oh, something ain't right.
Ready?
Okay, first of all, wasn't that trail amazing? Those views, like, I got goosebumps just thinking about it. Those views were epic. I also have a drone, but I didn't even care to bring it because I had this guy with me. The clip of, one of my favorite clips on there was where we were on that rock and we were just like, woo! It wasn't even this thick, it was a much smaller one, but all I did was say it's all the way extended, and I went from down here, and I said, when you see it go up, everyone just scream. And so I just went, woo! And that was it. You got that clip in a matter of 2 seconds. Another thing I love about this is when you are with a group, you know, you can get a group shot, you can get group footage, you just stand this somewhere and you can say start recording, you can say take a picture. And so we were able to get all of our pictures hassle-free. No more of the days of like trying to fit into a front-facing selfie camera to make sure you're all in it. And it's kind of funny because we do that in these epic moments or epic scenery or epic landscapes, and it's like all you're really seeing is your faces. You don't really see the background. But with a camera like this, you really can encompass the whole scene. You can crop in, you can crop out. You just get a huge view and you're able to figure out later in post what you want to show. And again, that's just the convenience, and that's also being in the moment and not worrying about the angle or making sure you're in frame. You're in frame as long as this is pointing to you. Let me show you some of the mounts again that I have that I use to film all of these clips. So this is the selfie stick I used with the mount that I purchased on Amazon that allows you to just quickly unbuckle on your bag or something like that. So that's how that looks right there. And then I also have a Insta360 mount here, which you can just mount this guy here like that. And it also has a lock switch here, so you can lock it. So even if you try to take it out, it won't release, which is nice. So this is really good for action sports stuff. And the thing I love about Insta360 mounts is they are mountable either way, so you don't have to worry about getting it wrong. So it can go that way or that way, which is nice. So along with this selfie stick here, I have legs that attach, and I believe this is Insta360 as well. Yeah. So these legs just screw on to here, and so now you have a selfie stick slash mini little tripod. And this is what I used when I was hiking. The next selfie stick I used, this is called the extended selfie stick, and this is also by Insta360, and this goes so long. This is how I got that high above angle shot in my bedroom. Okay, it's gonna touch the end right here. Can you see that of my office? Boom. And it's all the way over here. This thing is so long, but it gets you those really unique shots. And so yeah, these are the two main selfie sticks I use. And then the last mount, this is from Smallrig. I love this thing. It basically just clamps on anywhere, and this guy can just maneuver any which way. And so this is how I mounted it for the mopping scene as well as the hamper scene. So I just hooked this up to the back of the hamper or the handle of the mop. So I mounted this on here. And so now you have a long stick, but then the base of it you can manipulate and get into really unique and different situations. So yeah, those are most of the accessories I used for all the clips you saw. I'll leave these all linked down below, as well as the X5 if you want to go check it out. Honestly too, there are so many other features of this camera, but this isn't really a review of the X5. This was just to show you the future of vlogging and how I use this little guy to get those unique clips from my videos. And I think that everyone who vlogs can benefit from this. So if you're looking to add a second camera to your kit, really give this a shot. Really think about this guy. Now, are there any cons to this? Like I said, this is not a review, but as usability wise or anything I could think of a con, honestly, it's really hard to say. I could think of improvements, but I can't think of cons. Like an improvement would be a larger size sensor. We need that 1-inch sensor in this bad boy to get the ultimate quality from a 360 camera. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank in terms of cons. I did drop this from about 7 feet, and I'm having trouble finding where it scratched. It did scratch and dent, but I just rubbed it off, and I'm like not able to find it. I think it might be right here. I don't know, can you see that on the edge? But yeah, I'm having a really hard time thinking about cons, not because I'm an Insta360 fanboy or because they're sponsoring this video. I feel like stating cons really helps these brands because they really take into consideration our critiques to improve their products. And yeah, I could think of improvements, but not necessarily cons, you know what I mean? But like I said, if I were to give any critiques for improvements, I would do the bigger sensor and then also maybe increasing the resolution size. Whew, that was a lot of talking. All right, with that said, thank you so much to Insta360 for sponsoring and partnering with this video. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. And if you're into lifestyle vlogs, tech, fashion, gear, food, all of the above, think about hitting the subscribe button. And if you can, hit the like button, comment for engagement. That would really help out the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you can, try to choose happy over sad today, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye everybody.